Freedom is in the process. It is vital to have this powerful mindset when we are on the journey of achieving our health and weight loss goals. We often find ourselves discouraged with the time and effort that is required to get from where we are to where we want to be. But what we do with those feelings of discouragement is what matters. In this episode, I'll be sharing the 3 keys to successful weight loss. They will help you stay motivated throughout your journey and realize that there is freedom in the process. The struggle is real. Reaching your health and weight loss goals can and will be a challenge. How many times have you set weight loss goals but didn't achieve them? You may have changed your diet, incorporated a new exercise routine, tried new medications or herbal remedies. You may have even tried surgery and noted very little progress. Maybe you haven't changed anything at all because you just didn't know where or how to start. Either way, I understand how frustrating it could be to want to look better, to feel better, and to do better, but not being able to attain it. Here we are, coming off the 6-week winter period from Thanksgiving through New Year. This season of overindulgence may be a very difficult time for many of you because it brings about certain emotions and habits that lead to weight gain and other elements that could last a lifetime. You notice how you've added a few extra pounds after saying yes to that extra slice of sweet potato pie and that extra helping of dressing and mac and cheese. You've convinced yourself that you're going to lose it this time, even though you still haven't lost the 10 pounds you gained last year. But you tell yourself, this time it will be different. You repeat the same cycle year after year as you try a number of things to lose the weight, only to end up stuck. You don't know whether to try something else or just give up altogether. You believe your attempts have failed and you become frustrated with your current situation. During this time of year, the average American is expected to gain around 8 pounds. Then January rolls around. What happens? Yep, that's right. They make those New Year's resolutions to lose the weight. Here are some reasons why 92% of those who make resolutions fail. They set unrealistic goals. They try to lose a large amount of weight in a short amount of time. And they also tend to do what they've always done and expect a different result, which is depending on a lot of these weight loss fads and scams that are out there. And also, these resolutions are more of making a wish and not a plan. They have a goal, but there's no action behind the goal. I understand how disappointing it is when things don't turn out as you expected them to. You begin to feel hopeless as your weight increases and new health concerns begin to develop. What do you do when you're not noticing significant weight loss? What do you do when you lack the motivation to exercise? What do you do when you fail to succeed? Success happens when you can learn to get beyond the disappointments, not avoid it. Those disappointments are part of the process. The frustration, the pain, the worry, however you describe the way you are feeling right now, is not there to discourage you, but to encourage you. So learn how to use this strong emotion to push you forward and not make you fall back. It doesn't matter if you have the perfect weight loss program in your hands right now. If you're not familiar with these strategies I'm about to share with you, you will continue to have a very hard time following the recommendations and reaching your goals. So right now, we're going to start to get your focus off the weight loss, and let's put focus on the journey and trusting the process. We're going to get beyond your disappointment and start creating strategies to overcome the obstacles that have been holding you back. So let's start to create momentum and success in your journey. Here are the 3 keys to successful weight loss. Number 1, you must know your why. First of all, losing weight is not a goal. Losing weight is a side effect of healthy lifestyle habits, behaviors, and mindsets. I don't even like to call this the 3 keys to successful weight loss, but if I called it something else, such as the 3 keys to healthy living, you would probably ignore it. But now that I got your attention, understand that weight loss is not a true goal. It's a process. You need to know your why. So what you must begin with is knowing your reasons why you want to lose weight. So if I were to ask you, why do you want to lose weight? What would your answer be? Let me share an example, because this is something that I want you to really understand, especially after you finish listening to this episode. Why do you want to lose weight? And your answer could be, I want to look and feel better. Then the next question I would ask is, well, why is it important to you to look and feel better? And your answer, Doc, I want to have more energy and to be able to do what I used to do. I used to be very active, and I also don't get out as much because I am ashamed of how I look. And then I'll ask, and why is it important that you have more energy? What would you do with that extra energy? Oh, Doc, I have children, I have grandchildren, and I want to be able to keep up with them and watch them grow up. I haven't been able to participate in many family activities because I no longer have the energy to do so. But why is it important that you want to spend more time with your family? I lost my parents. They had some underlying health issues, and it shortened their lives. And I was devastated. And I don't want my children to go through that. I don't want to see my children go through what I went through. And I don't want to be a burden on my family. I want to live. See how that goes? See what it takes to find the real reasons why you want to lose weight? It goes deeper than, hey, I want to fit into a dress to wear to my class reunion, or I want to look good for my cruise, or I want to fit in my wedding dress. Because those types of goals will not push you to stick with them. But when you want to live, when you want to enjoy quality time with your children and grandchildren, that is what's going to stick. And that is the core thing that a lot of people are missing when they're trying to achieve progress in their lives. Your why is that you want to live. You want to avoid chronic disease. You want to live a long and productive life. You don't want to be a burden to your family. So losing weight is just a part of that. So you see where I'm getting at? I really hope this makes sense. But these are questions you need to ask yourself, because if you're not really thinking about it, you're going to continue to make wrong choices and continue on this cycle over and over again, because you're not matching your actions with your real long-term goal. So yeah, it's easy to find programs out there to make you lose weight really quickly. But when you have a strong why, you're going to make sure that your weight loss goals is going to actually make you healthier and more productive. Because a lot of these fads out there and these weight loss diets are very dangerous. They are not encouraging healthy weight loss. Quick weight loss is not healthy weight loss. So what I'm talking about is long-term healthy habits that you can utilize for the rest of your life. So when you compare the whys, the person that wants to live and be in their children's and grandchildren's lives for as long as possible and have the energy to spend time with them, that's why they want to lose weight. Or The person that wants to lose a quick 20 pounds before their reunion to impress their classmates. Who do you think will succeed in the long term? That's right, the person that wants to live. In this journey, the main thing that drives you to change is that pain, that frustration, that fear. And this is a healthy type of fear because you don't want to be a burden. You don't want to have chronic health issues. So this source of pain is your why. And for most of us, in order to make significant changes in our lives, we need a strong, compelling why. And typically, the more intense the pain and suffering, the stronger the desire to change. Here are examples that may drive you to change. Chronic depression or lack of enthusiasm about life, lack of energy and stamina to take care of yourself or your children, fear of being a burden on family members, loss of a loved one to a debilitating disease, or even a severe or life-threatening diagnosis. If you want better health bad enough, you will focus more on the reasons that a healthy lifestyle will bring and commit to the process. A strong why is required to provide you the strength to follow through and stick with the process. And when it gets tough, you got to hold on to why you started in the first place. Once you understand your why, you can begin to have more clarity in your vision and what you want to achieve. You'll begin to believe what you are set out to do. You will begin to envision all the things you will be able to do, how you will look, how you will feel, and how your life will change. You have found hope, and you begin to feel positive about your future. You are more confident. You see yourself thinner, feeling younger, having more energy, traveling with your family. You're not sure how you'll get there yet, but you trust that you will get there. When your why and your vision are strong, you won't let little distractions or excuses get in the way. You will stick to your commitment long enough to see some amazing results. And of course, you must also maintain a strong conviction throughout this process. Knowing your why, getting clear on what you want, and be willing to do what is required to get you there is the foundation of successful weight loss. Again, losing weight is a process. It's a side effect of your actions. In order to succeed, you have to commit to it for the long term. You have to begin to search out guidance to help you determine what caused your weight gain in the first place and figure out the habits and strategies that are required to successfully lose it. This journey is not about focusing on the results. It's about focusing on your why and your vision and the process it will take to get you there. Your results are to be used as milestones to track your progress. Use your results to teach you what is working and what isn't, and to learn to adjust and adapt accordingly. Just because you don't see the numbers move on the scale right away doesn't mean it's time to quit. It just means that there is more work that you have to do. You got to trust the process. You don't have to know every step right away, but as you start the process and get clear on your vision, you'll become more motivated to improve and work on those habits and actions that will align with your vision. And over time, the clearer you are on your vision, the easier this all becomes. To achieve that vision of becoming a fitter and healthier you have to get that foundation right. You have to be honest with yourself about the things in your life that created your weight gain in the first place. Get real with yourself on the areas that you need to heal and the toxic habits you need to eliminate. What are your mindsets that are sabotaging your health? Are you a procrastinator? Do you lack self-confidence? Are you hiding behind your excuses? You may be struggling to reach your goals because you allow yourself to hide behind your work obligations or your family obligations. I get it. I used to hide behind my children as reasons why I couldn't accomplish my weight loss goals. But I turned that around, and my biggest excuse became my biggest motivator. You have to get honest about where you are in your life and the mindset that got you there in the first place. Because once you get real with that, you will begin to learn from it so you can finally move from it. Be aware of this life you created. It's tough, but it's hard to move forward if you are not willing to let go of those thoughts and actions that have been holding you back. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable as you begin to move from your old self to your new self. Focus on your why and your vision, and the weight and everything else will take care of itself. Number 2, take consistent action towards your vision. Once you know your why and you have your vision, it is now time to commit to a specific course of action involving consistent action steps that will help you reach your goal over time. Before I move on, let's define the word goal. There are many definitions out there, but here is one that I found from a theory of goal setting and task performance. Here it is. A goal is an idea of the future or desired result that a person or a group of people envision, plan, and commit to achieve. Let me say it again. I'm going to break it up this time. A goal is an idea of the future. That sounds like the vision, right? So we can equate our vision as the goal. And then it says that a person or a group of people envision, plan, and commit to achieve. So to achieve this vision or desired result, it requires a plan and commitment to achieve. So that means the goal is the vision. The goal is the desired result, and it requires planning and commitment in order to achieve it. So that's what's wrong. A lot of people make these weight loss goals, but it's more of a wish. There is no plan and there is no commitment. So without a plan or commitment, your weight loss goal is just a wish. And what a wish is just a desire for something. Now, I don't believe in fairy tales. There's no wishing upon a star over here. I'm all about planning and taking action. Successful weight loss is the sum of the lifestyle habits you create for yourself. Your commitment should be based on the action steps that will create this new result. Once you become clear on your vision, it will become easier to commit to the required action. Another powerful aspect of having clarity is this. When you are clear on the health or the life you want to achieve, circumstances will fall in your favor to help you achieve it. The steps no longer feel like an uphill battle. You will begin to embrace the challenges instead of allowing them to defeat you. So when you are committed to losing weight, lifestyle changes are required. It takes new habits in order to get a new result. This requires time and consistency. There are no quick fixes. To change your health, you begin to learn how to live differently. Several things in your normal routine needs to change. You may have to wake up earlier to fit in your new exercise routine. There are things you may need to omit from your diet or lifestyle. You may have to learn to prepare your meals at home instead of going to the drive-thru every night. You may learn that you have to make special accommodations for travel and special outings. Many of the new things you learn may be confusing or challenging at first, but at this stage, you give it your best effort because you want to feel better. So it's about progress, not perfection. A healthy person has healthy habits. An unhealthy person has unhealthy habits. If you're struggling with weight loss, you cannot reverse the problem with an unhealthy mindset. It was your lifestyle choices that brought you to where you are today. So if you want to succeed, you must be willing to take different actions in order to get a different result. No matter what exercise program you do or supplements you take, if you are not taking consistent action, you are doomed to fail. Inconsistent action leads to inconsistent results. You must be patient with the process. You didn't gain all your weight overnight, so you can't expect to lose all your weight overnight. You may also be dealing with some underlying health conditions such as diabetes or autoimmune disease, which can take months or even years to overcome. Some medications can interfere with your ability to lose weight as well. That's why focus shouldn't be on losing weight. It should be on getting healthy enough to lose weight. So weight loss is just a part of a larger puzzle, a puzzle that needs to be broken into smaller pieces. But once you're clear on the vision, then you can begin to find the pieces and put them together. And the more pieces that come together, the better you begin to feel. That is the journey. This is the part most people want to skip. They have the goal, but they want to skip the action. My advice to you today is to start. Do what you can. Start small, and you can build from there. And to reduce that feeling of overwhelm, it's best to break your bigger vision into smaller goals. You don't want to have your goals so big that deep down in your mind, you're already doubting the possibility of completing them before you start. It's hard to achieve things that you don't believe in. So in the show notes, I'm going to have some resources that will help you get on track. What I'll include is a food shopping guide to help you start eating cleaner. And also, if you want to talk to me personally, there also is going to be a link on how you can schedule a breakthrough call with me. Because a lot of this stuff, you just don't know what you don't know. And part of this journey is reaching out for help to get the information that you need. And number 3, trust the process. Enjoy the journey. Don't get discouraged when things don't go the way you expect them to. Sometimes when you've begun to take action, but you're not getting the results you expected or you've hit a plateau, you begin to realize it's not as easy as you had hoped it would be, and you become impatient and you contemplate quitting. Getting healthier at first seems easy, but it's not simple. You're going to have good days and bad days. You're going to have wins and losses. But whenever you get stuck, it means it's time to reassess your situation and make the necessary adjustments. Most people quit because they get tired of waiting or the program doesn't meet their expectations. As a result, they end right back at square one, frustrated, believing that what they were doing was not working. The sad truth about this is in many cases, when you feel impatient and ready to quit, you may be closer than you think to your breakthrough. You may not ever get to experience freedom because you gave up too soon. Think of these obstacles as the opportunity to learn more about yourself. When you overcome them, you begin to learn and understand what you are capable of achieving. You will begin to face certain fears, challenges, and limited beliefs about yourself. And until you face them, you are more likely to repeat those same patterns over and over again. Don't let discouragement get the best of you and persuade you to give up. Overcoming obstacles is what makes you more resilient and more confident. This is why it's important to get the right support during your weight loss journey. I can't say enough about how beneficial a support system is when you are making some big changes in your life. Seek a community that will support you, keep you engaged, committed, and encouraged. It can be very difficult at times to stay motivated, which is why you need that support. No matter where you are in your journey, you can always benefit from having people cheer you on and lift you up when you're feeling down. So embrace the journey, monitor your actions, begin to understand what works and what doesn't, and follow your body's cues. When something doesn't work, it doesn't mean you quit. It means you readjust and keep going. As your health improves and your body changes, so do your actions. Use your struggles as a time to learn and grow, not quit. Take action today. There's always something you can do in this very moment to start bringing your body closer to health. You can easily come up with excuses why not to do something. That's why you go back to key number 1. Know your why. It's about progress, not perfection. Start with the small steps. Create small wins. This will encourage you to take bigger steps in order to achieve those bigger wins. Now it is your time to go out there and become the next success story. Here's a quick recap. Get clear on your why and your vision. It's always great to know which direction you are heading before you start. Take consistent action towards your vision. Break your bigger vision into smaller goals. Monitor your progress as you make adjustments along the way. Build a support network around you. This community will keep you accountable and cheer you on along the way. Be patient. Focus on the process and the results will take care of themselves. Losing weight is the result of your healthy choices and habits. And trust the process. Well, that's it for today. And it was a pleasure to share these 3 powerful keys to successful weight loss with you. I have utilized these strategies in my own weight loss journey. Don't forget to check out the show notes for some helpful resources and also a way to get in touch with me to schedule your free 45-minute breakthrough call. This will be a chance to get to know you better and to see if and how I can help you. So be sure to check out the show notes for the link. But other than that, make sure you leave a review. Let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. And we'll continue this journey next week. And until next time, go out there and achieve more freedom in your health and your life. Take care.